Welcome. In this session, we will implement a function to check for the winner of our game. So far, we have this button pressed function here that is called on each button press. Now, whenever the button is pressed, any button in our tic-tac-toe game, we need to check for the winner. So, in the body of this function, I will move to end here. After checking these conditions, I will call the function checkWinner. So this function is called at the end of this function. As this function has yet not been implemented, so it's showing error. I will go on the top here and I will implement this function here. So I will define this function checkWinner, and in the body of this function we have to take care of all the 8 combinations which we have discussed in the previous lecture. So let's start doing that. The first combination which we can have is this. That is the first row, as you can see in the image. So in the first row we have 3 buttons. Button 1, the first button, button 2 in the middle, and button 3 in the end. So what condition I will have here? Let's see. If button 1, I have to check for the text of the button, so I will write like this. Text is double equals to, first of all we can check for the player O, so I will say O here, and then I will add a condition AND here because all the 3 buttons should have O for this to be true. So what I will say here, button 2, we can select it from here, button 2 text is double equals to O. Next, we also have to do it for button 3, so I will add another and I will write button 3 and then check for the text here, and if it is double equals to O, then we have all the 3 conditions here, that is button 1, button 2 and button 3 text is equals to O, which means that we have first row completed. So this player is the winner, that is the player 2. As we know, O is our player 2 and X is our player 1. So as we have written this condition for the first row, we also have to write for all the other 8 combinations here. So let's see. The second combination here is the second row. So what I will do here is I will write a OR here at the end here, OR. So if this is not the case, if these 3 are not O, so I have to go for the button that is 4, 5 and 6. So I will just copy this thing and I will change the text of the buttons from here, and after OR we will add this. Now let's implement it for all the other 8 combinations. So button 1, button 2 and button 3, that is first one, and then button 4, I will just change the button number here, 4, 5 and 6 is the second row. Similarly, I will add a OR here which will say that whether this one or this one. So all the 8 combinations we have the player O winner. So I will just copy this thing here and paste it for the 8 times. So we have first and second combination there. Now this one is third and this is third row. So in the third row what we have 7, 8 and 9. Button number 7, button number 8 and button number 9. So now next we will do it for the columns. So in the first column we have 1 and then 4 and then 7. Similarly for the second column we have 2, 5 and 8. 2, 5 and 8. So just we have to change the button numbers here for all the 8 combinations, and then in the third column we have 3, 6 and 9. 3, 6 and 9. Now only the two diagonals are left. So in the diagonal what we have here, we have 1, 5 and 9 here. That is the first diagonal, and then we can do it for the other diagonal. That will be 3, 5 and 7. 3, 5 and 7. So as you can see, we have checked here for all the 8 combinations, and this is for, now I will remove the last OR and I will put it inside of bracket, and then I will add this. As you can see, we have checked all the 8 combinations which we can have for player O, and we have to do it for player X as well. But before doing that, in the body of this if it went into the body of if, we will show a message box here which will show for the winner. So what will be the title here? Title will be winner of game, and then we will say player O is winner in the body of that message box. And similarly, we will repeat this thing for player X, and we can change it to Elif. So now all the O's are to be replaced by X here. So that will do the part of X. So I will just quickly change these to X. So I have changed all the O's to X, and I will change the player winner here as well. So that's all from our function check winner. As you can see, I have checked for all the 8 combinations for button O. So if they are true, the O is winner, and if it's X, then X is the winner. I will just go through this function again. We are checking for the condition here. This is the first combination. If this is true, if first row is O, then it will move into the body of this if condition and print the message box on the screen. And then we have or means that whether this condition is true or any of the other 8 combination is true. So if any of these 8 combination is true, any of this, so it will go into the body, and if any of this 8 condition is true, it will go into the body. So you have to note this point here, that we can go into the body of this if with only one condition true from these 8, because we have or here. So if it is or, which means that any one of this can be true, we will go into the body. So from the 8 combinations, if any combination is there, we can have a winner here. So we have called this function here at the bottom. As you can see, now we can run this and see our output. So our game is here. Let's see. The first player is X. Okay. I will like to make X winner. Let's say this one is 0. Then X press this. O press this. And then finally, if I press this button in the diagonal, we will have a winner X. So it should say X is a winner. As you can see, it says player X is winner. So that's working. I will say OK here, and let's run this game again and make the player O winner. So I will just do it here. Let's X be there. O X. Now I will make O here. Okay, X here. O here. X. Now if I press this button, that is the 6th button, so it should make O as a winner because we have the second row in common. As you can see, it says player O is winner. Why? Because this second row is complete O now. So our game is working fine. So our tic-tac-toe game is ready and it's working fine. We can do a lot of more optimizations in our game, like we can change the text size here as X and O are a little bit smaller here. We can change the text size, we can change the colors of our game to look it more better, and we can do some optimizations in our code as well. So, but this is the basic working of our tic-tac-toe game. So our game is working fine. We are getting the winner player here, and this will happen for all the combinations that we have discussed. So this is a working tic-tac-toe game.